Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Well, um, when I came to United States, I came from a very different system. I lived as a child and as a boy, and as a teenage boy in a socialist system led by a communist party. And after that, I lived my early youth years in an transition period from not that kind of period from this system, socialist communist slash communist system, into the capitalist free market economy, democracy, freedom, liberty, all those values that the free world upholds. And then after that, I had enough of that because it was so fantastic, and somehow I landed here in the United States. But in the meantime, I've seen many other countries, and I stayed in many countries, visited and stayed. So, direct experience, I kind of have, I would say, more than a regular person who lives in one country all the time. Now, obviously, you get your information and your knowledge from books, from lectures, from TV, from whatever else you can get. And if you retrieve the information, that's good. If you don't, it just goes through your out. And then you have to analyze the information, you reach conclusions, debates, and you learn. You understand things in a certain way. I came here to the United States. I went to college where I came from, and I went to college here in the United States. And here in college here in the United States, I took some classes in economy. And not only that, but I've been explained over and over again that the economy here in the United States now is a post-industrial economy. It's a service-based economy, over and over and over. And I was thinking, it didn't sound right to me then, but I was like, I was a person that you, and I am. You work hard and you earn certain things, legally and fairly and honestly. And when you do something, you do it right. You don't do half measures, don't cut corners. And I was thinking, yeah, but if this is a service-based economy, who's producing things? Because we need things. Who's making those things? Cars, pencils, windows, desks, underwear. Who's building? I mean, this is not a service. That is a manufacturing economy, in the industry. So who's making those? And I've been told that how should I put it nicely? I can put it bluntly. Our servants across the seas. That's how but they use semantics. They use the euphemisms, like our interdependent countries and globalist economy, where some countries produce this and we produce this and we exchange, and it's interconnected. But I was thinking, yeah, but let's say I'm with no offense to anybody. This is how I was taught here, and this is what I got out of this. All right, let's say Honduras, or let's say Malaysia, or let's say, I don't know, Philippines. A lot of clothes are from these countries. That's great. I like them. That's great. But then I was thinking, what do we give them in return? Because they give us goods. What goods we give them if we have services? What services we provide to a guy from Honduras when he sells me a good? And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, what the hell? What's going on? The same thing with China, with all this. What are we giving back? Because we can't give services. We can massage everybody. We can't provide, ladies of the night services. We can provide this kind of thing. So what are we doing? Oh, I always said we produce whiskey. We produce the one of the biggest industries here is the weapons manufacturing. Good. It seems like, not it seems, it is. The United States is the biggest exporter and biggest producer of arms. So that's our return manufacturing trade. There are some other ones. I'm just, exaggerating a little bit, but I'm not exaggerating that much, because when you exchange goods with a country and that country sells to you, but you don't sell anything out, you go into a deficit. trade deficit. Is it good? Well, if you can keep it that way forever, it's good. They work for you and you provide services. You go and you know what I mean? That's good. But is it fair? Could such a society could such a society survive? Yeah, if you keep them everybody in check, that's going to survive forever. And how do you keep them in check? So with threats and blackmail. That's what you do. So let's go and see the deficit of the United States, trade deficit. From Market Watch, by Jeffrey Bartash, April 27th, 2022. This is the title. U.S. trade deficit in goods jumps 17.8%, which is 18%, to record $123.3 billion. So the deficit jumped and rounding it to 18%, the deficit, U.S. deficit, and the record jump in money, it goes to $125 billion in deficit due to soaring imports and inflation. Well, I thought the inflation is everywhere, isn't it? So you can't tell me it's a bigger inflation here and lower over there. I wonder why. Why? And soaring imports. Why is it soaring imports? Is it because we don't produce anything? Could that be a part of the thing? Yeah, I think so. Because you don't make anything, you have, I'm exaggerating, you ask to get things. So the less you make, the more you need. Is that a good with trade deficit? I told you, if you're capable to keep everybody in check, if you know what I mean, then yes, that's good. Is that fair? No. And then we have what? Laws and regulations. All right, well, this is, in a sense here, reflecting America's huge demand for imported goods and rising prices tied to high inflation. Well, why is it inflation? Is it because you print money out of nothing to cover your expenses for programs that are not needed, for instance, or supporting certain ideas that are not, how should I put it, viable? Is that could be part of it? Yeah, I think very well. And then the demand. The demand is the same. I don't want all of a sudden 1,000 shirts. I got 50. I don't want 1,000. I would like to have 200. So who's going to make it for me? Is going to make it a manufacturer in New York or California? Not saying that they don't make some, but they make it more expensive. Well, they make it more expensive. And not as good as maybe, let's say, Honduras. Or let's say, I don't know, Malaysia or Vietnam. Why? So they compete better with me. They compete, they cut me. They cut me. They're better. They make it, they come it, work cheaper, sell it to me, and I'm going to buy that if it's good quality and cheaper than a more expensive one and shittier. Wouldn't you? Well, you can say buy American. Oh, that is, you know what I mean, right? You can't do that. You have to buy it. So, and then besides, if these guys, the handlers of my country here, make this economic environment so good for the exports to come here, what am I to do? Support it? What am I'm supporting you by buying it, but who does this? Who? Are you going to charge the imports more? Okay, you can do that. But still, are you going to build something here? Are you going to manufacture something here? I guess not. Not much. So the deficit is high, inflation is high, demand is high. What are we going to do about it? Maybe reorient from a all service-oriented economy to some manufacturing here. From what I heard, I heard that I think the antibiotics, most of them are made in China. This was before the pandemic or something. I found out that they have it. They manufacture it over there. So imagine that you have something wrong here, and let's say China doesn't like us anymore because of Taiwan. What's going to happen then? We're going to just poop some antibiotics? What are we going to do? That's a strategic industry, pharmaceutical. What are we going to do about it? But you know, the globalism and interdependence and interconnection, there you have it. Now you had certain things from Russia. Russia is as is right now. Look what's happening with Europe, at least. And not only with the whole global system, economic system, it reshapes. Well, we are in the deficit more. record. Thank you very much. Vote better next time. Because, yeah, vote in 4 years or 3 years or whenever and see if the outcome is going to be, different in a way that economically this will change. Change what? Change what? I don't know. Work within the system. That's what I can say. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See ya.